Everyone knows when a superstar comes to the WWE with a new gimmick, Vince McMahon has to put his fingers on it and give it his stamp of approval. Today, I'm going to discuss Cryme Tyme's first meeting and to talk about the Cryme Tyme gimmick. Our first meeting with Vince McMahon was in the summer of 2006. I got signed in June, and immediately after that, Shad and I were on the road. Before a talent gets on the main roster, they have to be battle tested and approved on the live events and do dark matches at TV tapings. So before we debuted on Raw in Los Angeles, Shad and I were doing dark matches on SmackDown, Raw, and doing a lot of live events. One of the dark matches we did in Memphis, we were told by one of the agents, I can't even remember exactly who, it was so long ago, but they said, yeah, you guys have to have a meeting with Vince McMahon after Raw tonight and wait for him outside of his office. When I got that news, I know it was good, but my heart was still pounding. This is Vince McMahon. This is the man I grew up watching as a toddler on my television. Finding out he was the boss when I was a teenager, and just wishing and praying and working hard to work for him one day. And now, here's my opportunity. Here's my chance to sit in front of the boss, Vince McMahon. So yes, that was a would I say it was nerve-wracking? I wouldn't say it was nerve-wracking. The emotion was actually anxiety. I was anxious. I was ready to meet Vince McMahon, and I just want to know what he had to say. I knew he liked the gimmick from what I heard, but I was looking forward to hear it come out of his own mouth. So after Raw, Shad and I waited by Vince McMahon's office against the wall. I remember we were like, "What do you think he's gonna say?" I don't know. Just be quiet. Just make sure you look him in his eye. Give him a strong, firm handshake. We were going over stuff in our head to make sure we make a great first impression. I believe Vince McMahon arrived like 30, 40 minutes late. We were standing out there. We were wondering if he was even gonna come anymore. But yeah, he showed up. He opened the door. We followed behind. He told us to sit down. There were 2 seats there. We sat down, and he carried on like we weren't even there. He was taking care of some stuff. He made some phone calls. Me and Shad are just looking at each other like, are we gonna have a meeting? Eventually, he opened some. I will never forget this. He sat down, he opened up some Altoids, and he picked out one single one, put it in his mouth, and he started enjoying this Altoid. He didn't make eye contact with us. And then he looked at us, and then he got this big smile on his face. All right, Cryme Tyme. And then he starts going, this is what I want from you. This is what I want from you guys. I want you guys to be our babyface heels. And then he said, think Chavo Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero. You guys are going to steal from Whitey. And what was his exact words? Steal from Whitey and laugh your way to the bank. I remember, yeah, he did say that. He said that he wants us to have fun on camera. He wants us, every time we're on cameras, he wants us smiling, having a good time. And he wants us to steal from the superstars in the locker room and have fun doing it, but we never keep the items for ourselves. He wanted us to steal and auction it off to the fans and to the crowd and have some engagement with the audience. Steal from the rich, give to the poor, like Robin Hood's. Yeah, that was his mentality with it. And he also gave us some what he was looking for. When it came to exactly what he was looking for from us, he wanted skits and segments. Like Dave Chappelle, because at that time Dave Chappelle was hot at the time, and I guess he got wind of it, or I guess he watched it. I'm not sure, but he was a big fan of Dave Chappelle, and he said he wants us to have backstage segments like Dave Chappelle, because our vignettes that we did in OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling, was very was very entertaining, and he wanted more of that. And it reminded him of Dave Chappelle, so he said he wants more of that. So yeah, we delivered a lot of that. Cool segments. If you guys go on YouTube, there'll probably be the links down there. But backstage segments with DX in London, that's one of my favorites. Stealing Deuce and Domino's car, that was also fun. Good little promo. Yeah, we have dozens of promos and segments with Shad and I stealing or borrowing, we call it, and either giving it to the fans or selling it. But yeah, that was our first meeting with Vince. I was happy to meet him. The meeting went great. He said that we were going to make a lot of money, have fun, and yeah, that was it. We went home smiling after that meeting. Vince McMahon told us we were going to make a lot of money. And, you know, when I was 21, I made pretty good money. You know, we'll talk about that in another video, so stay tuned.
All about that money. Yeah. That money. Yeah.
And that was our first encounter with Vince McMahon. If you have any more questions into the details, maybe I left something out you want to ask, like what color shoes he was wearing. Yeah, whatever. Leave it in the comments and I'll try to get to you. Also, stay tuned next time for more stories from Jay the God. Cheers.